What's up, guys? This is HammerTime87 presenting episode 2 of Pretty Good Tips, a series where I basically give you guys some tips in various subjects of video games. Earlier this week, I did one about selling your items online because it's something that I had some headaches dealing with myself lately. I wanted to give some tips, some things that I personally do and make sure that I do to ensure transactions go smoothly. Today, I want to give some tips about buying items, not necessarily just online, but ways to get good deals on games, online and offline. Probably the biggest thing I've been seeing lately on like Facebook groups and stuff is a lot of shady individuals selling things that may or may not be stolen. I would say if something seems too good to be true, like if it's a really great item for a really low price, probably the best thing to do is, ask questions. Usually if you ask too many questions to someone who stole an item, someone who's a criminal, they'll either not know how to answer the questions or they'll get mad and just stop talking to you. And I'm giving this advice because it is, in most places, it's a felony to purchase stolen items, whether you know it or not. So it's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to these situations. Another thing too is, I know I see it a lot on Craigslist, but sometimes you get people who just leave, sometimes people just put insanely high prices on items, like things that just make you shake your head. Like trying to sell a Donkey Kong Country game for Super Nintendo for freaking $100 because they think it's super rare. Probably, in situations like that, it's real easy to get mad at the situation because, we're collectors and we know what the item is actually worth. So when people are trying to take advantage of naive people or they're just misinformed themselves, sometimes it's easy for us to, go off the hinges a little bit. I would say the best thing to do is tactfully negotiate with the person. Let them know, hey, I'm a collector. I buy a lot of things online and locally, and the price you have listed is well above retail pricing. Usually they'll either, try to negotiate with you to a fair price, or in some cases, going back to the whole stolen items thing, some cases they'll just flat out get mad and curse you out or whatever. No real big deal. Here's a tip for using eBay to buy your games. Probably one of the simplest and least used things people do is using the filters to display the newest items. All you have to do is go in your search results and modify the search results to show whatever was newly listed. This is either going to be the best items because a lot of buy it now deals, like you might get something for like 50% off retail or less if you can catch it right as it's listed in a buy it now. I've done this myself in the past. I don't use eBay anymore because I had some major problems with my eBay and PayPal getting hacked and a bunch of craziness, and I just don't use that anymore. But if you're going to use it right. As far as Amazon goes, I highly recommend that you read the product descriptions on games before you click buy. From what I notice is sometimes Amazon doesn't necessarily make it too clear about the item descriptions when there are people selling an item that is used. So it's best to check the item descriptions to make sure you're getting what you want, or like you're not getting ripped off, because sometimes you'll have people charge complete in box prices for just a disc of a game, and then obviously that's a bad deal. And then other times you'll have people charge disc only prices for complete in box copies of the game, because they don't necessarily read into the condition of the items that other people are selling before they price their item. Sometimes you can get a great deal on Amazon. Despite what a lot of people say, you can get good deals on Amazon on video games. Another thing is, I know I'm going to get hated on for this, but a good thing, personally, I'll just tell you my experience in my area. There's a GameStop about 3-4 minutes from where I live. For some reason here in the city I live in, like sports stuff and your usual AAA titles are the games that most people buy in this area. So my local GameStop they had a bunch of like JRPGs and stuff that they kept having to mark lower and lower and lower because they weren't selling them, to the point where I'm picking up brand new games for less than what the used copies go for online. So now this, of course, that's not a guaranteed thing, but depending on your cup of tea and what sells well in your area, checking out some of the deals on new and used GameStop games could be beneficial to you. Another thing is which I'm sure has been getting a lot of press lately, but the Best Buy's Gamer Club costs $30 a year, and it takes 20% off of new games, including new releases. Now, this is if you buy a lot of games, if you buy all the newest stuff coming out, this is a great way to save a lot of money. I don't think I need to explain that further. It's 20% off of brand new games. And last but not least, one of the lesser known tips I have is Target. Yeah, I know, Target. What could I possibly be talking about? In my experience buying games, I've noticed that Target has the best prices on clearance items out of any of the major retail stores. Like when they want to get rid of an item, they really want to get rid of it to make shelf space for other stuff. So they mark stuff down quite a bit at Best Buy. I've checked Walmart's clearance and other places' clearance, and just no one can really beat Best Buy in the clearance department. So if there's some older games maybe that you've been looking for and you want to pick them up brand new and sealed, it would not hurt to go check Target's clearance. Anyway, if there's anything else that you think I should have included that I missed, feel free to leave me a comment below. Like and share this video. And remember, when I get to 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. Right now, I'm at 41, so not quite halfway there, but we can get there. Trust me, it'll be worth it.